But let's get started in child's pose. Child's pose, and we can get moving and grooving and sweating and all of that good stuff because it's nice and hot today and nice and humid in here. Let's get a good sweat on. Take a deep breath in together. Fill yourself up and exhale it out. Big breath in. Expand your lungs all the way out to the edges and exhale it out. One more like that. Fill up completely. Exhale completely. And start to build your Ujjayi breath. A long inhale with a pause at the top and a long exhale with a pause at the bottom to start to build that rhythm right from the very first pose. Downward facing dog. Keep building your breath. You move your body around any way that you need to. Pedal out the feet, shake out the head. Start to get each one of your fingertips way down into the mat. Yeah, more awake than they've been all day. Like it's an on-purpose choice. And walk your feet up to your hands. Hang in ragdoll. Now an on-purpose choice about your feet. Your big toe mound straight into the mat. Hey, Donna. Heels straight down into the floor. Pull the pit of your belly way in and up. So if you can feel the stretch in the backs of your legs come up a little higher, you want it to be in the middle of your back and your low back first. Yeah. Press into your feet. Rise all the way up to standing. Reach through your fingertips. Bring your thumbs to heart center. Choose your intention for your practice. You can pick anything you want, something simple, something clear. And we'll send out those intentions with 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull if you've got weights. High push up and pause. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Left knee to left elbow. Low push up or lower to the floor. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 big breaths together. In. Empty it out. Breathe in together. Big breath out. One more. Exhale completely. Look forward and move. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Extended mountain. Rise all the way up. Stretch the sides of your body. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Big breath out. 2 more like that. In. Exhale. Last big breath. Empty to the pit of your belly. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. Extended mountain. Rise up. Take your gaze up between your fingertips. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Nice control. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Big exhale out. 2 more. In. Thumbs down on your exhale. Yeah, connect. 1 more. Push all the air out. Move forward. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. Fold down. 1 more sun salutation. And rise all the way up. Look up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Push the air out. Yeah, breath sounds amazing. In. Big exhale. Last one. Empty completely. Move forward. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose and stay for a couple of breaths. Sit way back in your hips, so far back that your toes can lift and spread. Yes. Inhale, reach. Twist right on your exhale. Inhale, open your arms. Stay and breathe out. Good. Chair pose, reach. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Back up to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High plank. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Step through. Take a deep lunge in your front leg. Yes. Chaturanga. Hands to the mat. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Step, you got a long, slow inhale all the way up to your fingertips. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing. Breathe in together. Empty it out. 2 more. In. Exhale. 1 more. Clear all the air out. Step or jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose, 1 breath this time. Twist right. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Nice Ratana chair pose. Twist left. Inhale, open. Stay and twist. Good. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High plank. Keep that breath strong. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. You got it. Step through. You've got 1 big breath. Reach all the way. Low push up. Hands to the floor. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side warrior one. Step, press. Stretch the sides of your body up. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Empty it out. Yeah, sigh if that's there. Breath in. Breath out. 1 more. Exhale completely. Move forward. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose, sit deep. Twist right. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Good. Chair pose. Stretch. Twist left. Inhale, open. Stay and breathe out. Back up to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up. Knee tap. Knee tap. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Step through. Press your big toe mound straight into the floor. Low push up. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing left side, warrior one. Step, press, stretch all the way. Low push up. Lots of length, everybody. I like it. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths together. In. Push the air out. Breathe in. Breath out. Last one. Exhale completely. Feet to hands. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down, chair pose, sit deep. Twist right. Breathe in and open. Stay and breathe out. Back to chair. Twist left. Inhale, open. Stay and twist. Back to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift, tricep pull. High push up. You got it. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Lunge deep in that front leg and lift your chest. Nice, Aaron. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Step it through. Press. Take a long inhale. Breathe in. Chaturanga on your exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in together. Clear it out. Breath in. Empty out. Last one. Empty completely. Feet to hands. You've got one more sun bee. Halfway lift. Fold down. Chair pose, sit deep. Twist right. Breathe in and open. Stay for the twist. Back to chair. Twist left. Inhale, open. Stay in twist. Back to chair. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up. Get your fingertips down on the mat. Knee tap on the right. Knee tap on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior one. Deepest one yet on this side. Look up. Chaturanga. Big breath in up dog. Let it out and down dog. Left side warrior one. Step, press, stretch up. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in together. Sigh it out. Breathe in and clear it. Last one. Push all the air out. Send your right leg straight up and back. Bend your knee and open your hip. Just pause here and catch up with the breath. So if you need to exhale through your mouth, do that. And then come back to it. That steady, rhythmic breath. Stay or flip your dog. Go all the way over. Feet connected to the floor, fingertips connected to the floor, and then open and spread your chest nice and broad. Yes, Sam, just like that. Beautiful. Flip back over, side plank. Send your left hand up to the sky. And you can have a weight in your top hand if you want. Pull the pit of your belly way in and up. That space right below your belly button. Hug it in. Then flex both of your ankles a lot. Yeah, good adjustment. So whether the legs in the air or they're both on the ground, doesn't matter. Ankles flexed, toes awake. Nice, Dalila. One more breath. Chaturanga. Woo! Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Send your left leg straight up and back. Bend your knee and open your hip. Just pause here, catch up with the breath. You got it. Steady, purposeful breath. Stay or flip dog. Then draw all of that air down into your body, down into your lungs, so this pose can open and expand. Take up as much space as you can. Good. Flip back over, side plank. Weight can go in your top hand if you'd like. And then start to dial everything in. The pit of the belly in, the ankles flexed, toes wide awake. So each and every part of your body is in the pose. Good. Reach up. One more breath. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in together. Let it go. Two more. In. Out. Last breath. Clear it all the way. Send your right leg straight up and back. Flex your ankle a lot and then dial your pinky toe down towards the floor, right? So your hips are square. Good adjustment. Stay right there. Take a deep breath in. Knee to nose on your exhale. Squeeze in and round. Good. Press back. Inhale. Knee to nose. Hug it in. Last time. Press back. Knee to nose. Squeeze everything in and up. Place your foot between your hands. Crescent lunge. Up on the ball of that back foot. Yeah, and then you decide how far apart left to right your legs are, how far front to back they are until you get situated down into a stable foundation. So if at any point it feels a little wobbly, the answer may be feet wider and then lower into the lunge. So your center of gravity, yes, and it comes a little bit lower. We'll take some knee dips with the back legs. You can tap the mat with your back knee or just bring it a little closer to the floor. Go for 5, 4, 3, good, L, 2, 1. Stretch up tall, hands to heart, twist right. Crescent twist to the right. You can keep your palms together or open your arms, up to you. No matter what hand position you choose, activate your fingertips. Press them together and make them touch or spread them apart if the arms are open. Awesome. Stick with that breath. One more inhale together. Stay for the whole exhale. Twist and ring it out. Warrior two. Face the opposite way. Deep lunge in the warrior two leg. Commit to it right away. So your front knee right on top of your front ankle. And if it feels like you're still up pretty high and there's not a lot of work happening in both legs, take a longer stance and then come back into the lunge. Yeah, good adjustments. Extended side angle. Bring your front elbow to your front thigh or fingertips down by your arch. You can certainly use a block or have the fingertips on a water bottle. Get a big, long stretch in the left side of your body first. The fingertips all the way to the back edge of the foot. Take a half bind. Top arm around your back, and then nothing changes about the length in the left side of your body. Still super long. Maybe the full bind if it's there. And then those of you taking the full bind, peel your left shoulder back behind you. Yes, good adjustments. One more breath wherever you are. Chaturanga, hands to the floor. Good work happening in here. Upward facing. Downward facing. Send your left leg straight up and back. Long straight leg with all 5 toes facing the floor. Good. Breathe in together. Knee to nose. Round your spine. Press back. Inhale. Knee to nose. Squeeze in and up. Last time. Press back. Knee to nose. Round in and up. In and up. Crescent lunge. Everyone start breathing again. Yeah. Let the breath settle your feet. Like use the exhales to press your feet down into the floor so the base of the pose is strong and firm. Knee dips with your back knee. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch up tall, stable in the feet. Hands to heart twist left. You choose the arm position, palms together or palms apart. Super strong in that back leg so your back thigh can reach up to the ceiling. Yes, Steph, just like that. All these toes wide awake. Stay in the work. One more breath. Whole exhale to twist. Bring everything out. Unwind. Warrior two. I like getting all the air out in the twist because when you spring back the other way, it's almost like, ooh, I get a moment of rest. Okay, warrior two. Come a little deeper into the lunge. Yeah, knee right on top of your ankle. Then extended side angle. Elbow to thigh or fingertips to the floor. Stay committed to the lunge, especially if you plan on taking the full bind. Start with the half bind, top arm around. Check in with the length on the right side of your body. Stretch it out. Full bind if it's there for you. And then it's the right shoulder that has to peel back. Yes, Shannon, beautiful. Yes, Dalila. All of that space in the front of your chest for one more breath. Low push-up. Good work. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. It's a good time for a sigh. Take a deep breath in together. I think that was only me sighing, really. Breathe in. Actually sigh. Yeah, like that. One more. Let it go. Move forward, feet to hands. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose. Commit to the chair. Down and back. It's settled into it so the weight's back in the heels and the toes are light. Stay light in the toes. Hands to heart. Twist right. Open your arms. You can have that bottom arm on the outside of your knee or between your knees. I like it between because it gives me space to take a bind. So you've got that choice here in your chair twist. You can stick with chair twist. You can take a bind. You can take bird of paradise. Nice, Annette. If you're taking that bird, flex your lifted ankle. Yes, wake up your toes. Wherever you are, stay in the work. 5, 4, flex your ankles, Aaron. 3, yes, 2, 1. Chair pose. Forward fold. Y'all are on fire tonight. First 2 fingers around your big toes. Yeah, if a sigh needs to happen here, do that. Shake out your head, yes and no, if that needs to happen. Like you're customizing, adding things on, taking things off so that each pose is exactly what it needs to be. Take one more breath. Clear it all out. Take crow pose from the head of your mat. Crow pose from the head of your mat. You'll have the opportunity to take two. So whatever you want to work on in this one, great, go for it. Press your fingertips down on the mat a lot, as if you trust your hands to support your body as much as you trust your feet when you're walking around the rest of the day. One more breath. Step or jump back, low push-up. Nice. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Clear it all out. Move forward. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Chair pose and stay. Commit to the chair. You'll know you're committed when you're sitting a little lower than feels comfortable and a little further back than feels comfortable. Yes, hands to heart, twist left. You're doing the work just outside the comfort zone. Open your arms. Then as you breathe, start to add on the pieces as you'd like. The bind, the bird of paradise, a nice deep chair twist. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Forward fold. Good work. Gorilla, step on your palms, toes all the way up to your wrists. Yeah, press your big toe mounds down as much as your pinky toes. See if you can get an equal and opposite stretch here. So you press your feet down into your hands to stretch out your wrists, but can you slide your shoulders up towards your hips to pull your arms the opposite way? Yeah, almost like you're going to try and pull your hands out from underneath your feet, but they don't quite come out. Big breath in. Clear it all out. Crow number 2, second opportunity. You've got it. Any variation of crow you want to work on, do that. Set your gaze in front of your fingertips. Trust your hands as much as your feet. It's just another yoga pose in your practice, and you know that your hands can support you and hold you up. Big inhale. Step or jump back, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe deep together. Clear it out. 2 more. In. Exhale. Last one. Empty completely. Move forward. Halfway lift, tricep pull. Fold down. Rise all the way up to standing. Eagle pose, right side. It's like the first breath of fresh air to come up and away from the floor. Right arm under, right leg over. Now let the 2 things that you focus on be your gaze on one point and the movement of your breath. Regardless of what the physical shape of the pose looks like, you're just working on those 2 things. Just working on those 2 things. Keep your gaze locked on one point. Left side eagle, left arm under, left leg over. See if you can transition the pose without shifting the gaze. So it's clear and focused, super concise. Steady breath. Right side eagle, second set. Right arm under, right leg over. You got it. Doesn't matter what the shape of the pose look like. Gaze and breath. You move around, you shift, you fall out, come back to the pose. Just gaze and breath. Keep your arms bound. Take airplane with your legs. Send your right leg straight back. Yeah, take all the time you need to get nice and long in your body. Then reach your arms behind you, full airplane. Beautiful. The goal is to get long from heel to crown. So it doesn't matter if you're parallel with the floor or not. It's that long line that you're going for. Yes, Donna, just like that. Half moon, open up. Left hand to the floor or a block. Right hand straight up to the sky. You got it. The more you flex that lifted ankle, your right ankle, the lighter the leg is up to the ceiling. One more breath together. Both feet to the floor. Eagle pose, left side. Left arm under, left leg over. Get settled, gaze and breath. Only those two things. There's times to focus on the physical things in the body and time where you pay attention to something else. Arms stay bound, airplane with your legs. Long, go long, go long, go long. Out through the center of your heel. Could almost touch the surface behind you. Then full airplane, reach back. As long as you can get it. Helps to pull in the pit of your belly to increase the length. Half moon, left hand down, right arm up, or opposite of what I just said, right arm down, left arm up. You know where you're going. Flex your lifted ankle. Spread your fingertips apart. Make them light. Yes. One more breath. Both feet to the mat. Standing bow or dancer's pose, right side. You can take a strap if you want to do dancer's pose. Standing bow, hand on the inside of your right ankle. Soft crease of your elbow faces out. Take your pose. Steady breath, steady gaze. Soften your standing knee just a little bit so the muscle around, good adjustments. Muscles around the joint can stabilize it so you're not relying on a locked out joint to hold you up. One more breath. Switch sides. Left side, standing bow or dancer pose. Soft crease of the elbow out. Go for it. And then you just shift your way into it. So as far as you go forward, press back with your shin. Take up a little more space. Switch. Right side, second set. All day. Soft crease of the elbow out. Take your pose. Play with the balance of it a little bit. You shift forward through your chest, press more through your shin, a little bit more through the chest, more through the shin. Switch. One more. Steady breath, steady gaze. You got it. So whether it's the deepest standing bow or dancers you've ever done or not important. Gaze and breath. Gaze and breath. Beautiful. These feet are wide awake. I love it. One more breath. Both feet to the mat. Tree pose, right side. Start with your hands at heart center for your tree. Get settled. Get settled into your standing foot. Take cactus arms. Bent elbows. Fingers awake and hands awake. So if your arms are far enough forward that you can see your hands out of your peripheral vision, pull them back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then notice if your ribs are now popping out in the front because you've got your shoulder blades together, pull the ribs back together in the front. Balance those two things, shoulder blades together, ribs together. I know it sounds like a simple thing, and yet it's like, wait, why can I not do both of it? Just do the best you can. Ribs together, shoulder blades together. One more breath here. Switch sides. Left side tree. Hands start at your heart. Softness in your standing knee. Let the four corners of your foot anchor down instead of the locked out joint. Cactus arms. Find that space. Hands out of the peripheral vision so your shoulder blades squeeze together. Ribs together in the front. Just the very center of your ribs straight in like you're lacing up a shoe and you're pulling the laces tight. Good. One more breath. Both feet to the floor. Come up to the head of your mat if you're not there already. Extended mountain. Reach up to the ceiling. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Tricep pull. High push up and pause. Knee to elbow on the right. Knee to elbow on the left. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side triangle. Step your right foot between your hands. Right hand can go on your shin or on a block, then left hand straight up to the sky. You're going for long lines in this one, everybody. So long limbs, long arms, long side waist. That's the trickiest part. Your right side waist. Lengthen it from hip crease to armpit. Take your top arm behind your back. Take a half bind. So maybe it's on the outside of your hip, or if you've got a little more room, you can tuck your fingers in that front hip crease. Peel your left shoulder back. Press into your feet, rise up to standing. Side facing wide leg fold. Turn both of your feet to face the long edge of your mat. You've got two options on this side. You can take a twist or ninja lunges. So ninja lunges, you make your way side to side. If you're taking the twist, it's right hand on your left shin or your left ankle and left hand up to the sky. And you switch over to the other side. So whichever feels like the best fit, the pose that's really going to add exactly what you need to your practice, that's the one you choose. Nice. Breath to movement. Connect those two things together. Another breath or two. Get complete. Even yourself out. And then you'll all meet up in center. Namaste, front facing forward fold or splits. Can definitely take the half splits with one knee down and one leg straight out in front. And then splits, point your front toes up toward the ceiling. Yes. Namaste folds with your bind. Hinge forward. Then everyone start breathing again because it got quiet. Yeah, it's at that point of the practice. I get it. You're this far into the practice. It's like, yes, I've been breathing and like, I'm just going to kind of check out for a little bit. Stay right here. Keep retraining your attention to stay on your mat in the room or at home, wherever you're practicing. Twisting triangle or twisting split. Ring yourself out. I'm a big fan of hand on the block. Yeah, for twisting triangle because it gives you more length in the spine to open up. Press your heart out and away from your body. One more breath together. High to low push up you go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side triangle. Step your left foot through. Block on the outside of your shin or your hand on your shin. Up to you. Super long lines. Legs, arms, and now it's the left side waist. That'll get a little tricky. Keep lengthening that out as much as you can. Half bind, top arm around your back. Nice. I'm seeing a lot of space across the room, across the screens with your chest being wide open. Keep that up. Collarbones nice and wide. Press into your feet, rise up to standing. Side facing wide leg fold, this time with a bind. So both of your feet face the long edge of your mat. Then either interlace your hands at your low back or put a towel between your hands. Hinge down. Steady, rhythmic breath. While your arms, just the weight of your arms can open up your shoulders, open up your upper back. Put your attention on your feet. Press the center of both of your heels straight down. Plug your big toe mounds into the floor. Good. Release your hands down. Rise up to standing. Namaste, front facing fold or splits. You got it. Choose your pose. Hinge forward. Takes a little finagling to get into the thing. That's fine. Get yourself situated. And then have an equal amount of weight in both of your feet. So if it feels like the front leg is loaded with all of the weight, press the back foot down and reconnect. Yes, breathe right here. Soften your toes. Yes. Twisting triangle or twisting split. Wide open to the side of the room. It's really the chest that starts the twist. So your whole torso is twisting, and then the arm's just an extension of that twist. Nice. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more breath. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. It's a good time for another side. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Last one. Empty completely. Roll out to a high plank, shoulder stacked right over your wrists. You've got choices. You can keep the whole body up in the full plank or drop your knees and keep the plank in your upper body. Slow as you can, lower your body to your mat. Slow as you can, slow motion. Yes. Slowest thing I've seen all day. Locust pose or Superman. Locust, reach back by your hips. Superman, your arms are out in front. So you choose the pose you want to do. Rise up. Turn your palms to face the mat so you can really squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Yes. Big inhale. Stretch. Lower down. Rock your hips left and right to release your low back. Locust number 2, press down, rise up. Or Superman number 2, come up and away from the mat. Shoulder blades together, squeeze your inner thighs together. Yes, let the leg muscles do their work. One more breath. Lower down, hips left and right. Floor bow number 1. You can grab both ankles or bend one knee and grab one ankle at a time because we're doing 2. Rise up. Flex your ankles, press the soles of your feet straight up to the ceiling. Yes, as if you intend to leave a footprint right up on the ceiling. Big breath. Lower down. Rock it out left and right. Floor bow number 2. Switch legs or grab both ankles again. Feet up to the ceiling, shins straight back behind you. Let the legs drive the train. So the bigger back bend you want in the front of your body, the more you press back with your shins. Big inhale, lower down. Take it side to side. Upward facing dog, rise up off your mat. Press the tops of your feet way down into the floor. Downward facing dog. Good stuff. Make your way through to sit. Come down onto your back for bridge pose. / water bottle, / towel, / all of those poses too. Then make your way onto your back for bridge. You want your heels just close enough that you can almost touch them with your fingertips so they're stacked right underneath your knees. Rise up. Lift your hips, lift your shoulders all the way up. Then choose a hand position. Hands bound underneath you or cactus arms. Press your shoulders down into the floor that way. Plug your big toe mounds down. Yes. Take one more inhale. Lower your hips. Take your knees left and right. Second set of bridge. Press down, rise up. You got it. Choose the hand position, shoulders straight into the floor. Bring your right knee into your chest. Press your right foot up to the sky. You can stay with a long straight leg or pulse your hips up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. You got this. Knee in, up to the ceiling. Stay or pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Knees side to side. All right, yogis, you are very ready for wheel pose. Tuck your fingertips under your shoulders. Palms nice and wide. Take up a lot of space. Rise up and away from the mat. Bridge or wheel pose. A big, full, open pose away from the floor. Then tuck your chin and make your way down. Breathe in together. Big exhale out. Number 2, press, lift, go. So it's smooth and light, and there's no rushing. You're just going point A to point B. Tuck your chin, make your way down. Breath in, breath out. Number 3, press, lift, go. Bridge or wheel. You just keep recommitting. Take one pose at a time, and you'll get all the way to the end of your practice. Tuck your chin and lower. Breath in, breath out. Number 4, rise up. You're past the halfway point. You got this. Bridge or wheel. Then lower down. Breath in. Breath out. Number 5, rise up. 2 more. You've only got 2 more. Connect those big toe mounds into the mat and lower down. Breathe in, breath out. Last one, last bridge, last wheel, last big back bend. Come up and away from the mat. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Press the soles of your feet to touch. Let your knees open up wide. Yeah, hands wherever you want to put your hands, and then take a deep breath in. Clear it out through your mouth. Now let that be clear. Let your body settle down towards the mat. And then whatever sensations are coming up, the tingling or your heart beating fast, or your breath, all of that stuff, just let it come right up to the surface. So dialed into that physicality. It's got all your attention. Happy baby or dead bug. Soles of the feet up to the sky. You can grab the edges of your feet or the backs of your thighs to pull your legs down. Get your whole spine as best you can down on the mat. Legs straight up in the air. Set up for scissor legs. So you can have your hands behind your head or your hands under your hips for more support. Lower your right leg halfway to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, switch your legs. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, switch. Breath in. Exhale, switch. Keep going so that the switch is right on that exhale each and every time. Flex the ankles, wake up your toes. Yes, and you go at your own pace. So if it's quicker or slower than your neighbor, no big deal. Match it to your breath. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. You can move your hands to under your hips if they're not there already. Lower both legs down 30 degrees. Lower 60. Lower to hover. Flutter kick your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight up. Reset. Shoulders down, belly down. Lower 30. Lower 60. Lower to hover. Scissor the legs one over the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs back up. One more set, folks. One more set. Lower 30. Lower 60. Lower to hover. Open and close the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Knees into your chest. Woo! I know, that last one kills. Okay, walk forward and back. Take a block or your weights right at heart center. Make your way up into boat pose. You've got options in your boat. Feet can be on the ground for more stability. Legs up in the air for more of a challenge. Block right at heart center. You're going to row the boat side to side. Go for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Those are some pretty excellent facial expressions, so thank you for that. Right side half pigeon is next. Right knee to right wrist. You can certainly take this pose on your back. That always feels good to not have pressure on your knees sometimes. So maybe you take that variation. And then give your head a place to rest as you come down. So whether that's on stacked fists or you're resting your forehead on a block. Steady breath right here. Steady breath. Put all your attention on the breath. So if your mind tries to wander off somewhere else, as soon as you notice that it's gone somewhere, bring it right back to your breath. And if the breath isn't a sharp enough focal point for you, maybe you put your attention on one physical thing that's happening in your body to keep yourself on your mat. You could put your attention on what your left big toe is doing, on what your fingertips are touching. Something specific enough that you can use it like a physical anchor to come back to again and again. You've got a few more breaths in your half pigeon. You can stay right where you are or take king pigeon. Bend your back knee and grab a hold of your back ankle. And you can use either hand to grab that back foot. Steady breath. Downward facing dog, shake it out. Left side half pigeon, left knee to left wrist. As you settle yourself down towards the floor, square your hips as best you can. So if it feels like one hip's way up in the air and the other one's not, see if you can even them out. Better to have them both up in the air than to have one touching and one way hiked up. Steady breath. And then that focus, that mental focus on one physical thing that's happening to keep you dialed into the present moment. And it's not easy, right? Like if it was easy, everyone would be here doing the thing, and it's just not. It's hard to do the work, and you just keep coming back to it again and again and again. Strengthen that muscle memory and keep yourself right here. Steady breath. Physical anchor, the physical breath. Last couple of breaths. Stay or king pigeon. Steady breath. You've come all this way. You've already done so many poses to get to this point. You get to open everything up. Downward facing dog, shake it out. Make your way through to sit. Come into seated single leg extension next. So right leg straight out, left heel in towards your right thigh. Fold over your extended leg. So you want at least a tiny bit of a bend in your knee, even if you can straighten your leg all the way, just a slight bend. So the muscles in the back of your leg get the stretch. And then however far forward you go, perfect. Stay right there. Put your attention on your right foot. Point your right toes up to the ceiling and press your right heel away from your body, like you're trying to get the heel to go further away than your toes. Yes, wide awake feet. There it is. Heel out further than your toes. Switch sides, left leg out, right heel in. Melt forward. Toes up to the ceiling, press your left heel away from your body. Seated forward fold, both legs straight out. Hinge right at your hips. You can bend your knees a little or a lot to make this fold happen. Sometimes super bent knees with your stomach on your thighs feels really good in this fold. Because what you're going for is a sense of release, a stretch in the back line of your body. So however bent the knees need to be, however far down you need to fold, create a stretch along the backside of your body. Tabletop or reverse plank. Plant your palms behind your hips. Fingertips face the front edge of your mat so your elbows can bend backwards. Rise up. Press your feet flat into the floor for tabletop. Legs long and straight in your plank. Big inhale. Lift. Lower your hips. Take fish pose. You can put a block between your shoulder blades or tuck your hands underneath you. I feel like the hands on the block are two totally different fish pose experiences. So you always do one and never the other one. Just think about putting both of them in at some point. So you can try that on. Chest wide open up to the ceiling, and then choose something on purpose with your legs and your feet. You can choose anything you want, but it's something on purpose. Yeah, pointed toes, flexed ankles, Supta Baddha legs. All of these are good choices. Two more breaths here. In and clear it out. One more. Push the air all the way out. Untuck your hands. Move the block out of the way. Come down onto your back. One last opportunity to get upside down. So you can choose any inversion you want. Waterfall, shoulder stand, headstand or handstand. Everything's on the table. Choose something on purpose. And know that you have time. Plenty of time. Steady rhythmic breath. It's the opportunity to reverse that blood flow and get everything moving the opposite way to reset. Headstands and handstands. You've got another breath or two, and then child's pose, no rush. Shoulder stands, make your way to plow. Long legs behind you. Nice control, everybody. Pause in the plow and let it land as a pose. Plow to deaf yogi. Bend your knees, hug them around the sides of your head. Your hands can stay on your low back or down on the mat, whichever stabilizes the pose better for you. Slowly lower back to the mat, bone by bone. And when you get there, squeeze your knees into your chest. Hug them in. Drop your knees to the right, twist and look left. Supine twist. Melt both of your shoulders down to the mat. Even if that top knee is up in space, that's fine. Put your attention on your shoulders instead. Supine twist left. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet to touch one last time. You've already got your cold eye towel by the upper corner of your mat, so if you want to put that on your face or your neck or your chest now, go ahead. Shavasana. Let your legs out nice and long. Arms out nice and long by your side. And then palms face up toward the ceiling so your shoulder blades can nestle underneath you. Take one last breath in together. Fill all the way up. Up, up, up. Exhale it out. Let your entire body rest easy on your mat. Deepen your breath. Bring some movement back into your hands and your feet. Plant your feet on the floor and rock onto your right side. Take a moment to pause and thank yourself for showing up. You had exactly the practice that you were meant to have. Nothing more, nothing less. With your eyes still closed, press down and rise up. Take a comfortable seat. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. We'll finish out practice with 3 final ohms. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Thumb knuckles to forehead center. Thank you all so much coming into the studio, signing in online, and making your practice happen no matter what. Namaste. Good work, everybody. All right, roasty toasty in here. Eye towels and any borrowed mats can go right up by that laundry basket in the front of the studio. If anyone has questions about acro yoga or wants to get signed up for that workshop, there's still a little bit of space, so let me know and I can reserve your spot. Hopefully I will see you on Thursday.